Hey, look at this Tommy FNG thumbnail, bro. Bro is not yay. When rebranding fails, Kai Cenat.
Some say rebranding as a content creator, artist, or creative anything is a make or break in a lot of people's careers. You can have good creator rebrands, like Speed going from a kid yelling stars in his mom's basement at 3 a.m. and doing voodoo rituals or whatever
Speed's
you call this.
rebrand was insane. Bro was just breaking. Bro was fitting into all the black stereotypes, bro. Like, why, Speed? Why, nigga?
You gotta ask, what the was wrong with Speed in 2021?
Deadass, though.
Becoming one of the biggest live streamers in the world.
Oh my god.
Breaking generations of propaganda from the media. But then you also have creators on the opposite side of rebranding, like Sneeko, turning from a person who used to be
nah, not this red-pilled grifter, bro. Y'all see what he did at the nightclub with the freaking Andrew Tate, Myron Gaines, Nick Fuentes, Clavicular, and that other guy? Like, bro, why were you playing Kanye's banned song?
Able to one of the most creative YouTubers on this platform for his unique style. Sneeko. Now having to hang out with the sinister six of streaming and appealing to racists because that's how much his audience has got diluted. Either have a sand machine grounding your ball sack for 5 minutes, or have your sister in a room with these guys for 5 minutes. Me personally, I'm sorry for my offspring, but y'all can no longer be born.
That's
Sometimes
wild.
These rebrands come naturally though, and I think those are always the best types. Just like how I mentioned Speed earlier, most of his rebranding came from him maturing from being a teenager.
Speed became mature.
On the internet and watching edgy creators. Then actually went out in the real world and saw real people. There's a reason why the most edgiest creators on any platform, most of their audience is teenagers, because that's when you're the most on the internet and have the least life experience. There's also rebrands.
Bro, who actually watches Clavicular? Come on.
Straight up a hard launch and the person is saying this is exactly how they're going to be moving like. Which is usually more dangerous because you're telling the entire audience you built up that you're no longer that person they watched. And the newest rebrand we have from a big creator is none other than Kai Cenat. I don't think we've had a hard launch rebrand.
So he's trying to move like Kanye, I guess.
Somebody as big as Kai Cenat in a while. Not too long ago was he yelling "yacht" at women getting up on his stream.
Deadass though.
I'm sorry. Let me lock him out real quick.
Oh, this clip. Oh no.
The thought of an historian in the year 20.
Yeah, bro, Kai. I'm sorry, Kai. You can't rebrand this one, man.
Going back to this time and studying these type of clips always crosses my mind. And now Kai's brand new look,
bro. Prime Kai and Speed were so fucking like beautiful, bro. Just the rise, the era, everything. It was just. They were fucking hilarious and they took over the internet, man.
Him launching a fashion brand
Speed
and trying
Kai,
to become
bro.
a designer himself, while also self-helping himself by trying to fix his reading struggles and working out. Off the wording itself, it doesn't sound bad at all. There's been two reactions to this. One being people who just hate to hate and basically hate on anything Kai does. If Kai does something like save a cat from a tree, they're in the comments saying some like he's worse than Hitler. Then there's
I saw that video.
People who genuinely just find his rebrand corny and don't like it. And if you see my videos, I've defended Kai from random who just hate to hate on the internet or try to find a random problem. But I've also been critical of Kai, and this rebrand was
executed terribly.
This all started back when he ended his subathon at the end of September in 2025. He hit 1 million subs, had 1 million.
Yeah, he was bumping that Wayne music.
Every celebrity in the book on it. LeBron James shaved his head on stream. We could have just left the last part. All we needed.
Bro, Tyleel was wild for that LeBron jump. Tyleel literally jumped up to like LeBron's head, bro. The shit, it was just fucking glazed, man.
And after his stream ended, he decided to take a long hiatus to spend it with his girlfriend vacationing around the world, seeing different places. Kind of awkward knowing that now, considering they just went through a pretty public breakup and she's dissing all of his friends and people around him. On this vacation, he was probably trying to think of how he would even come back and be able to.
I gotta be honest though, Kai, because you're young and because you're also famous and rich and young with so much money, you need to learn how the dating game works. You need to be dating around. You can't just reject relationships, and that's not even going to fulfill like your long-term happiness or long-term gratification. You want to get married eventually, just pick better women.
What he just did.
It's not hard.
If I was in Kai's position, I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't know what the to do. I broke a record.
And it's gonna be so much easier for Kai Cenat to pick better women and date better women because he has this rebrand. He's not a nigga anymore. He's not some ghetto hood nigga. He's a fucking black man now. He's got the rebrand. He's moving like Kanye. You can finally just date like a preppy black woman, man.
probably won't be beat in our lifetime. It had LeBron James on at the same time. I gotta end off everything with that. Which is why he announced in a video on January 13th that he's officially quitting streaming. And it turns out that was actually clickbait, shocker. The whole video was an announcement for his fashion brand and showing his journey on making his clothing brand. While also announcing he's been secretly posting videos on another channel.
Yeah, I saw this. Kai's
Mind.
Mind.
This is probably the worst thing he did in his
bro. The name of the channel is just a little funny, bro. Kai's Mind. Enter Kai Cenats' mind. Enter his cerebral cortex and learn his true thoughts and emotions and feelings.
Brandon is the thing people are making fun of the most. In the reading videos, one weird thing he does is flex the phone timer after his reading time is supposed to end to show people that he's become a reading god above the average human brain input and output.
Location, creating, and implementation intention is a strategy you can use.
Bro, I hate I'm sorry, Kai. I love you, but I fucking hate the way you pronounce everything. And like, it is performative in a way. He's like, the implementation of the flexation of the, like, nigga, just fucking read normally. Read normal.
Creating, and implementation intention.
Implementation intention. Like, bro, are we doing this? Are we really doing this? Kai Cenat isn't some stereotypical like hood black guy who grew up in the hood in a poverty, miseducated like area, bro. Like, he knows how to read. So why are you reading like this? Why? Fuck.
Above the average human brain input and output.
Location, creating, and implementation intention is a strategy.
It feels like he's trying to rap implementation, location is a strategy. Like, it's not normal.
Use. You can use pair a new habit with a specific time and location. The implementation intention is our will behavior and time and location. Habit stacking is a strategy you can use.
I'm fucking done, bro. I'm done.
Which can open the door for you.
Bro, what happened
Ladies and
to
gentlemen?
I'm not even trying to glaze, but Kai used to be so glorious. Like, what happened? Maybe he should just like stay a nigga, bro. Like, the content he's putting out now, he's not even putting out content. It's just like, what happened? Like, what?
It's been 30 minutes.
Implementation intention is a strategy that you can use. That you can use if you already want.
He copied the words. He copied it word for word. Implementation is a strategy that you can use for the location for the flight.
Like, alright, man, we get it. You now have reached the same reading comprehension as Shakespeare. If he didn't put this time limit into the reading videos, it wouldn't have received even close to the amount of hate it's getting. In the comments of all the vids, people are basically clowning him, saying he's trying too hard to be performative with it, and also are saying he's reading but not actually comprehending what it's saying. Something that could have made it better is if he showed some notes that he was writing down while reading the books to show that he was actually retaining the information and keeping what the books actually saying in his head. Unironically, middle school teachers got one up on that. They was right on that, because you do not retain shit after reading a book for the first time. But that timer thing was gonna cook him either way. He's got to put that one in the closet. Overall, it is good he's actually taking initiative to improve himself though. And there's clips too where he doesn't understand a word, so he searches up what it means on camera. Where people are clowning him for not knowing a word's meaning, which I find so weird. People will always say try to improve yourself by reading books or going to the gym or learning whatever habit. And when you showcase yourself trying to improve yourself, they just clown you. In 2026, a can't even be curious about something without getting the sped allegations. Meanwhile, those same people are fat chuds on the internet that do nothing but comment on people all day. I mean, we kind of do need more people reading, at least in America, because the amount of people's reading comprehension has gone down is atrocious. I know this as a creator because I'll say something, a person won't even finish the video or just pause on that part, then go in the comment section writing a whole paragraph explaining why they hate me and how my take is wrong. Half the population reads at a 6th grade level here. We gotta start doing reading.
Yeah, that's wild.
I'm glad to be in the group of Gen Z kids that got out school right when AI was about to hit. Because if I was in school right now, I'll let y'all know, I would be a couple of octaves dumber than I already am. Then there's the fashion pivot. On that same channel, he's posting videos of him learning how to make clothes for his fashion brand, which doesn't have as much hate as the reading, but it's more of the way he presents it, I would say. His fashion brand is called Vivette, and one way he's advertising it is with his own journal. The journal having designs and sketches of what he wants in it. And the way he's talking about this journal and flexing it, you would think like he's writing some new verses for the Bible. Even on the Vivette website, the only way you can see the journal is if you sign up and join the waitlist. So it's clear the journal is the main marketing tactic he has for his whole fashion brand, which isn't an uncommon thing. Every fashion designer has their own type of documentation of the process of making a product. Kanye is somebody who did this a lot and showed off his sketches, which is why people are saying he's trying to be like Kanye. For him, it's confusing on Kai's vision for it because in different videos, he's saying so many things about what it's supposed to be. And he's changing the camera quality on the videos to make it look more like a documentary, which is now being called the performative quality. The funniest one has gotta be him recording himself writing.
Honestly, I wonder if Kai Cenat's just bored with life and that's why he's pursuing like this new goal or these new goals. Because it's like, most people, if they were as rich as him, wouldn't they just be chilling, going on yachts, just fucking chilling, bro, and just living your best life? But it's like, I guess Kai's been so like goal oriented, so locked in and focused on his goals and achieving them. It's just like, now that he's this huge streamer and he's already completed streaming, he has to go do something else, or like he just won't be able to like function. It's interesting.
On a 3DS, which got deleted.
I don't know how to describe it. It's like a track, right? And then everybody's on it. And then when you achieve a lot or you do good, you start to succeed. You start to exceed it. Like you start to keep going at a crazy.
What the fuck? What is he?
The way like I'm a little dark and shit. Like shit dark for me.
What?
But as soon as I hold this journal up, it's a lot like more focused on it.
That journal better have the cure to cancer the way he's showing it. Crazy thing is, even if the journal does have good designs and people want to buy it, the videos have cooked anything associated to it. People will just look back at the videos and start dying laughing. There was absolutely zero need to record this video on a 3DS. I feel like even he looked back at this and said, alright, I'm doing too much. While people were memeing the whole thing, it also opened the floodgates of old clips showing Kai trying to fit in with certain things, where you can't put it any other way. Floodgates of old clips showing Kai trying to fit in with certain things where you can't put it any other way. He's just saying some shit to be performative for
bro, Drewski is freaking hilarious.
Song, what would it be?
Viva La Vida. Viva La Vida by Cosplay. He's kind of busted up, but
not the speed meme. Not the speed meme. No, no.
He's kind of busted up, but headphones. Like, you do not use those. You do not use those. Why you capping this? He did not use those.
No. Yeah, he do. Look. These are the 16, 15 iPhones.
Thank you.
These don't work.
No, it just broke today. How it broke?
Kai, you can use AirPods. We know you're rich, dog. And before people get on my ass for wearing these wired headphones, look back the past 4 years. I've been wearing these in every single video the past 4 years, all right? I'm not faking. I'm not sure why he does it or if he tries to do it subtly so people don't notice much. But in 2026, with all the forms of social media we got, people are gonna be able to tell when you're faking it. I do believe, though, that even with all these performative shenanigans, he actually got into fashion and likes it. You can tell his fashion game has changed a lot in the past couple of years. And I'm sure people will say that this whole thing is fake or a grift because it happened so soon. That can happen to anyone with anything, though. Sometimes you get into something and like it so much a lot in a short period of time, you want to start trying it yourself or going out into that industry. The way he's advertising it, though, is way
bro, Kai should become a freaking rapper, bro. That would be cool as hell, bro. He should use this leverage. He should do like what DDG's doing, bro. Just start rapping, bro. Just aura farm.
There's clips of him walking around with the journal in Paris Fashion Week, and it looked like he was protecting an ancient scripture that had burned down what vaporized half of humanity's information.
Wow.
Before I saw these clips, honestly, I didn't understand why people were saying the rebrand is performative. And as soon as I saw these clips, I understood why. Whoever told him on his team that this would look tough gotta be fired. Other fashion designers there were probably looking confused as hell. This isn't to say that Kai's clothing brand is gonna come out and look trash or ugly, but it's more of the marketing tactic and how it was done. In fact, I think a lot of the people hating saying the clothes are gonna look ass would start wearing it if all of a sudden people actually like it and start wearing it out. One thing Kai's gonna mainly struggle within the fashion industry is trying to have this new persona while his old clips still being mega viral and out there.
Yeah, it's how is he gonna rebrand this shit? I mean, well, hey, Speed did it, so Honestly, maybe Kai can too, but the issue is Kai's going for like a complete rebrand in a way. Speed is more so, Speed matured over time. Kai like drastically matured right after Mafiathon 3. Like, it's not going to be easy for Kai to rebrand because he's rushing it. Speed just slowly stopped being sexist and stopped with the crazy controversies, and like he matured over time. Kai is trying to force a maturity. It's not going to work.
I said at the start, it's better when a transformation naturally happens on its own and isn't a hard pivot.
Yeah,
because
bro.
It's better when a transformation naturally happens on its own.
Like, look at this, bro. How are these the same people? How are these the same people, bro?
And isn't a hard pivot, because not only is he gonna get low by the fashion elites there, and they'll just see him as the streamer guy. Also, it's the clips and what type of streamer he was, doing a bunch of goofy stuff for stream. It's way easier for you to be a small content creator and have collabs with the bigger content creators, because content creators are usually more genuine, which can lead to you blowing up and having your own career. The fashion industry is just like the music industry. It's cutthroat. They'll tell you if your shit is ass, or a company will deny making the clothes because they don't think it will sell well. And people memeing this whole thing is definitely not helping potential fashion collaborators take it more serious. The whole jump into it was very fast though. It was only 3.5 months he was gone before doing this whole change. I feel like minimum you need a year for something like this. I guess for now we're gonna have to wait and see how it goes. I don't know if he's gonna completely quit streaming, but if I was his friend giving advice, I'd say hell. No matter what, as a content creator, unless you're gonna retire after like 10 or 15 years, you gotta serve the people that built you up to what you are. Or maybe that's only me. So yeah, we'll have me for another painstaking 10 years at minimum. Enjoy. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Cool. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
All right. Yeah, really great video. But yeah, as I already said, the real issue with Kai's rebranding is it's way too forced. He's not giving it enough time. He forced it after Mafiathon 3. Again, when you compare this with Speed, Speed had natural linear like upwards maturity. He matured over time. He gave it years. Kai Cenat, he's been trying to push this new Kai's mind, this rebranding in like the span of 3 months, bro. Like, no, bro. Give it some time. That's all I'd say. Give it some time, Kai.